By the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I now declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates and friends of the university, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the 16th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2015. We're delighted to welcome the Dean of Exeter Cathedral, the very Reverend Dr. Jonathan Draper, who has found time in his busy diary this afternoon to join us. And it's also my great pleasure to welcome our honorary graduand, Professor Alice Roberts. We're delighted to be able to honour her today. Each year, the Open University awards over 14,000 degrees, and throughout 2015, more than 8,000 of the graduates are being presented for their qualifications at degree ceremonies such as this one here in Exeter. These are being held in 10 different towns and cities throughout England, and also in Belfast, Cardiff, Edinburgh, and Dublin. I think this illustrates the extraordinary scale, scope, and reach of the Open University. It goes without saying that today is a very important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families, and loved ones, as well as all the university staff who I hope you feel have nurtured and supported you. You could be forgiven for feeling that this occasion is so important that it needs to be very solemn, but you'd be quite wrong. In every sense, this is a day of real celebration. So we will be very, very disappointed if anyone crosses this stage this afternoon to anything less than thunderous applause, or any other way you choose to express your enthusiasm. So with that in mind, why don't all of today's graduates briefly stand? Please stand. And friends, family, and Open University staff, let's start by giving them all a huge round of applause. So today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of those graduates who've gained a higher degree and who've been able to attend. And they will be presented by Dr. Christina Lloyd, Director of Student Support. We will then see the awarding of the Honorary Degree of Doctor of the University to Professor Roberts, and Professor Hazel Reimer, Dean and Director of Studies in the Faculty of Science, will present Professor Roberts, who will then sign the Honorary Graduates book, which is over here, and make a reply. And then we're going to continue our presentation with those graduates who've got first degrees. And to conclude the ceremony, I'll give a personal address to the graduates. So I now call upon Dr. Lloyd to present the higher degree graduates. Dr. Lloyd.
Pro-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present to you for a thesis entitled Navigating the Complexities of Acquired Brain Injury, Theorising Everyday Activities in Identity Reconstruction. Jonathan Harvey. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Online Distance Education, Denise Taylor. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Andrew Rees. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Technology Management, with distinction, I present Simon Nurse. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing for Commerce and Industry, I present Anthony Sutcliffe. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Decision Making, I present Simon Lewis. For the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics, I present Stuart Gregory. For the degree of Master of Science in Software Development, I present Andrew Munslow. And for the degree of Master of Science in Systems Thinking in Practice, I present Rob Dale.
Alice Roberts is one of the UK's best-known and best-loved scientists, respected and admired for making complex concepts accessible and engaging. She began her career in medicine, but then left the clinical world to become an academic, lecturing on anatomy for a decade. At the same time, she developed an interest in biological anthropology, specifically what ancient skeletons can reveal about the evolutionary development of humans. She earned her doctorate in paleopathology, the study of disease in ancient human remains. In 2001, she made her first television appearance working on Anglo-Saxon burials as a human bone specialist for the Time Team Live. For 6 series, she was one of the lead presenters of Coast, a joint production between the BBC and the Open University, where her focus was on anthropology, science and technology around the shorelines of the United Kingdom. These ensemble programmes led into a number of series which Alice helped to devise and where she was the sole presenter, including Don't Die Young, on anatomy and health, The Incredible Human Journey, exploring evolution and early migrations, Digging for Britain on archaeology, Origins of Us on human evolution, and Ice Age giants on extinct megafauna such as woolly mammoths, saber-toothed cats and giant sloths. She's also presented one-off programmes on topics as diverse as gender and the brain, the Burke and Hare murders, Frankenstein, and wild swimming. Alice wrote books to accompany 2 of her series and has also written standalone books on anatomy and evolution. Her most recent book, The Incredible Unlikeliness of Being, explores the links between embryology, anatomy, and genetics, tracing the legacy of evolution in our bodies. She also writes a regular science column for The Observer. Her scientific interests seem incredibly diverse, ranging from anatomy to archaeology, but are united by the common theme of biological anthropology. She approaches each subject with scholarly rigour and compelling passion that have won her both a devoted popular following and a significant reputation in specialised and competitive fields. As Professor of Public Engagement in Science at the University of Birmingham, Alice is interested in helping researchers to establish dialogue with a wide public. She believes that scientists have a moral obligation to reach out to the public, not only because it is usually public money involved, but also because the issues that scientists are exploring today, from climate change to medical research, have such profound implications for our society. They need to be widely and clearly understood. She's been on the advisory board of the Cheltenham Science Festival for 10 years. She's also a judge for the Wellcome Image Awards, which celebrate art in science. And she's a member of the Wellcome Trust Society Awards Funding Committee, which supports innovative projects in public engagement with biological science. She's also a patron of the British Humanist Association and of Twycross Zoo. She's an honorary fellow of the British Science Association and the Society of Biology. She's also the Director of Anatomy for the Severn Postgraduate School of Surgery. We are all only too aware that scientific research, academia and broadcasting remain male-dominated fields, and Alice has not shied away from speaking up against these challenges, even appearing on Newsnight to do so. Her own experience in breaking down barriers have made her a forthright champion of effective policies to encourage more women into science and help them to progress. In her research, books and programmes, Alice Roberts grapples with the biggest scientific and philosophical questions of all. Who are we and where do we come from? And her approach has helped many thousands of people get closer to those answers. Erudite and entertaining, her mission to develop a more effective dialogue between scientists and the general public speaks very much to our own efforts here at the Open University. We are delighted, therefore, to honour her exceptional contribution to education and culture in Britain. Pro-Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you, for the degree of Doctor of the University, Professor Alice Roberts.
Pro-Chancellor, Professor Reimer, Dean, ladies and gentlemen, soon-to-be new graduates, I am absolutely delighted and honoured to be here to accept this honorary degree from the Open University, especially on a day when I'm joining so many of you who are taking this historic step from being a graduand to a graduate. My own journey with the Open University, you've heard a little bit about, it started precisely 10 years ago with an adventure at the seaside that I think all of us that were involved with it thought was going to be a one-off. And Coast, a co-production between the Open University and the BBC, went down a storm and became one of the longest running series, documentary series, on BBC Two, bringing together archaeology, history, natural history, and environmental and earth sciences. It spoke to one of the central aims of the Open University by engaging a wide audience with a wide range of subjects. I was lucky to be involved with Coast right from the very beginning, but back in 2005, when I became a presenter on Coast, the BBC was taking a massive gamble with me as an unseasoned presenter. Up until that point, I had been an expert contributor on Time Team, specialising in human bones on archaeological sites. I had never spoken into a television camera. I had never delivered a piece to camera. But they took that gamble, and I'm so glad they did. I was nervous, but I enjoyed the challenge, and there was something very familiar with it. It was familiar because I had already discovered a love of teaching. So I was lured away from a career in surgery to a career in academia largely through that love of teaching, which actually I didn't discover until I was a postgraduate. And so it was a great joy to work with BBC producers to think about ways to bring sometimes quite complex subjects to a wide and non-specialist audience. And I think that Coast was actually very important, as well as other productions, in leading the way and more and more bringing in academics to talk about their subjects, so that we see now academics as television presenters, but also as regular contributors in broadcast media. So we get to tap into their knowledge and their enthusiasm, and that is terribly important. Coast and other productions like it show just how productively and to what great effect universities can work with broadcast media. And by building partnerships like that, they become really powerful agents of education, not just for the students that are signed up on their own degree courses, but for a much wider audience with a wider range of backgrounds and a wider range of interests. And I think that this fulfills a really deep need and desire for lifelong learning in the wider population. This desire to learn, and also actually the desire to teach, I think goes right to the heart of what it is to be human. We enjoy learning, and most of us actually enjoy teaching in some form as well. And we teach in a very different way from other animals, so it does set us apart as a species. Other animals, of course, learn, and very often learn by copying another animal. So you could say that the first animal that they're copying is somehow teaching them. But what we don't see amongst other species is the sort of theory of mind that we have, where a teacher is imagining what the learner knows and doesn't know, and how they can bring them to fill that gap, how they can encourage them to develop new skills and expertise which will actually allow them to learn. So it is something very peculiarly human, I suppose, that we're celebrating here today, this special aptitude and ability for both learning and teaching. And for all of you who are graduating, it is a milestone. You've come to the end of your studies and you're marking that today. But of course, all the learning that you've done with the Open University doesn't stop here, because you're going to go out and pass it on. There seems to be a real tendency amongst humans to do this. Not just a tendency, perhaps an unstoppable urge. So you can think about it perhaps as having a torch which has been lit and then just wanting to reach out that torch and touch it to the next one so that the light and the ideas spread. I really hope that as well as all the things that you've learnt while you've been with the Open University, that you've nurtured in yourself a love of learning, because that will stay with you for the rest of your life. And I also hope that the Open University has helped you discover and unlock your own potential. And so now today we are marking a milestone, an event in your lives, when you've come to the end of your studies. And now it's time to put everything that you've learned and all of that unlocked potential into practice. It's just the beginning of something really exciting in your lives. So think of that image of the torches being lit and the ideas and the light spreading. You are now the torchbearers. Thank you.
Pro-Chancellor, we now come to the part of today's ceremony that marks the presentation of graduates who have gained a first degree and have been able to attend here today. The full subject and classification details are printed in the Directory of Graduates. I present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with First Class Honours and Bachelor of Science with Honours, Jim Alayo Onabat. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with First Class Honours, Natalie Adams Perrin. Danielle Aldred. Adam Bailey. Sue Bedell. Sarah Donovan. Mary Edwards. Susanna Foreman. Brian Golby. Jane Grayston. Scott Harrison. Gareth Healy. David Langshaw. Daniela Little. Annalisa Margrave. David Price. Paul Reed. Fiona Robertson. Keith Seabrook. Andrew Searle. Janet Spencer. Rosanna Swift. Gavin Virgo. Andrew Windram. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, I present Ian Aldis. Christopher Anderson. Hannah Attrell. Jacqueline Avis. Claire Bailey. Kate Bailey. Claire Bolton. Patrick Brady. Joanna Bromley. Georgina Clutterbuck. Jonathan Cumberforth. Elizabeth Cox. Suzanne Crofer. Catherine David. Andrew Davidson. Lucy Dewberry. Thomas Dixon. Gail Dodson. Mabel Agedi. Jason Fernley. Claire Ford. Rhiannon Wen Fox. Valeria Fullop Pouchon. David Gale. Angela Gosden. Vicky Goucher. Hart. Amanda Hill. Hannah May Hocking. Trudy Holden. Barbara Hook. Valerie Horton. Leslie House. Kerry Jameson. Christina Jones. Morag Kirby. Dominika Kopka. Lawrence Lingard Bright. Sian Llewellyn. Franco Lombini. Elizabeth Longhurst. Steph Lott. Jana Madunika. Marion Meyer. David Mason. Mary Masters. Rebecca May. Patrick McCormick. Emma McKee. Peter McLaughlin. Sarah Moore. Catherine Moss. Catherine Mokai. Stacey Nash. Jenny Newman. Naomi O'Malley. Simon Osborne. Toby Patterson. Jean Powell. Sharon Pryor. Chema Padsak. John Rees. Annie Scowfield. Helen Sharp. Rachel Sheehan. Mario Tadiello. Stephen Taylor. Heather Thirlwall. Maureen Tierney. Zelda Tooley. John White. Lynn Woodford. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Barry Hartley. Sarah Nesbitt. Maureen Page. Gloria Partridge. Lindsay Pickering. Andrew Staniford. Sheila Williams. Stephen Winter. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours, I present Olivia Freeman. Christopher Quinn. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with Honours, I present Chris Nichols. Andrew Rea. Ellis Walby. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, I present Catherine Addison Scott. Kerry Baker. Christopher Bramall. Dawn Chamberlain. Robert Ching. Anna Dean. Charlotte Griffiths. Jean Hume. Gemma Keys. Tom Lake. Clarissa McCann. Judith Mitchell. Sue Moore. Samantha Murphy. Wendy Murray. Barry O'Mahony. Adrienne Winters. Suzanne Bradley. Joan Sharp. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, I present Romana Akhtar. Jeanette Atkinson. Mohammed Bello. Sharon Bradley. Astrid Brown. Joshua Cantrell. Marietta Charles. Miroslava Sismarova. Sue Coates. Daria Collins. Alan Cox. Hainalka Dean. Jennifer Drew. Barry Elmer. Jane Fitzgerald. Tracy Fuller. Helen Govier. Robert Hansford. Tracy Harrison. Anne Harwood. Lynn Jones. Caroline Kendall. Katrin Lager. Michael Lane. Becky Lockyer. Helen Longmuir. Stephen Marsh. Melita McBean. John Melbourne. Anne-Marie Mills. Philip Moses. Kate O'Keefe. Susan Perkins Mitchell. Tom Pickles. Sheena Rawl. Helen Satchell. Stephen Tremaine. Susie Turton. Lisa Wellington. Lauren West. Tasha White. Sally Ann Winter. Samantha Young. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Joan Ainsworth. Andrea Bell. Jennifer Davey. Diana Norman. Phillips. John Swarfield. Robert Wiltshire. For a foundation degree, I present Jennifer Carleton. James Crooks. Nathan Mills. Sarah Morgan. Stephen O'Connor. Robin Watt. For the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Gina Awad. And for the Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, I present Michelle Bloomberg.
Well, thank you everyone very much for coming today to this great occasion when we celebrate the achievements of our new graduates. And behind every one of those hands that I've shaken this afternoon is the story of hard work and determination, often overcoming self-doubts, setbacks, or just the general busyness of life that threatened to get in the way of a hunger to learn and to prove yourself that you could do it. It's not easy being an OU student, often juggling study and deadlines with the many other demands. And I know that many of you completed your studies while holding down demanding jobs and also looking after your families. Indeed, there are some of you here today who recognize the adage that there's only one thing harder than being an OU student, and that's actually living with one. We're all very, very proud of what you've accomplished. It's your achievements that make our university the great institution it is. And we hope also that this is not the end of your journey with us. Do have a look through the memory stick you'll find in your ceremony tubes. We hope to amaze you about the community that you'll be able to join and stay with for life when you've seen that memory stick. Among the people that have supported you on your journey to this point are the university's tremendous staff, our advisors, academics who designed your courses, student services staff, including the organisers of this very, very memorable occasion. And of course, our associate lecturers who guided you through the whole OU learning experience. They've had a stake in helping you to succeed. So this is your time as graduates to show your appreciation to all those staff, friends and family who've helped you get to this ceremony. Can we give all those staff, friends and family a round of applause? Although I have only recently become a part of the Open University, I've always known and respected its unique place in British education. Many friends and colleagues are OU graduates. One colleague who started work at 16 got an Open University MBA in his early 30s and is now running the entire UK gas network. My neighbour trained as a solicitor and then decided to study maths whilst looking after her young family. And as the former head of a British business school based in the City of London, I also know what it's like to compete against the OU. And so it was a huge privilege to be asked to become the Pro-Chancellor. This is such a special institution, open to all, but with tough academic standards you'd expect from any leading UK university. There's no doubt that your success owes a huge amount to the staff whose work we just acknowledged, advising you, teaching you, assessing you, encouraging you, and also designing your marvellous courses. But it also owes a huge amount to the vision of the pioneers who created the Open University in 1969. And foremost among those was Jenny Lee, to whom Harold Wilson gave the job of setting up the university. And a woman whose own journey from Scottish mining community to Minister of State for the Arts has left an indelible mark on what our Open University is today. In 1971, she said of our then brand new educational venture, "It is a complete fallacy to think of the Open University as a working class university, or a middle class university, or even a millionaire's university, although there are a few millionaires who could be improved by a course. It's simply something in the flow of our time, simply making the highest level of scholarship over the arts, science, and technology available to much larger numbers than ever in the past. Our university is blind to social class, gender, race, and postcode. The one essential requirement is the desire to learn. That's what unites us, not the qualification you came with, but the qualification you worked so hard to leave with. You, our graduates, have achieved the level of scholarship Jenny Lee celebrated in her speech, through the courage to know that this is possible. And your university is not just a leading teaching university, but a respected research university too. Our research enriches what our students are taught and takes them right to the leading edge of their subjects. The process of research is also about our innate curiosity as human beings. For example, that's what motivated our scientists to send one of their instruments on the European Space Agency Rosetta mission to land on a comet 5 million miles from the Earth just a few months ago, searching for the answer to how water formed on our planet. Space research has become one of the OU's signature research areas, and I hope many of you had the chance to see on the news Professor Monica O'Grady's reaction when the module finally landed on that comet. The Open University's head of space research literally jumped for joy at the amazing achievement of landing a tiny craft on a fragment of space debris, hurtling through space at an unbelievable speed. And speaking as a non-scientist, the whole thing seems completely beyond possibility. Another area of research which has had enormous impact in a different way has been the research into the best ways to make distance learning really work, an area in which the Open University is the world leader. This research now provides the underpinning for major teaching programs in sub-Saharan Africa and in South Asia. For instance, the program in Bangladesh to teach literally thousands of English teachers, and which is having such an enormous impact on that country. Let me conclude by reflecting on the fact that much is said in these days of fees and loans about the financial return of a university degree. It is significant in terms of future earnings, but less is said about the social return. Graduates are, on average, healthier and happier than non-graduates and contribute their new confidence and skills in many ways to society. Universities are about a common good as well as a private benefit. So by sitting here today, you have achieved something remarkable, and you've done it with the help of a remarkable institution. The Open University is not like other universities, and you are not like other graduates. But now you have to prove it to the rest of the world. So go out there and show people what Open University graduates are really capable of in whatever you do and however you do it. Stay part of our community and remember those words on the university shield: learn and live. Thank you all very much. Now, would all today's graduates please stand for one last time? And may I ask all of the guests assembled here to once again express their very warmest congratulations and blessings. Please sit down. The proceedings of this degree ceremony have now been completed, and I now declare this meeting of the congregation closed. Now would you all please stand? Thank you.